Hi, everybody. Welcome back to the Day of the Tentacle, and Darabka is here again.
Hey, what's up, guys?
All right. So, last time, as you might remember, we saved Dr. Fred from the claws of the IRS. So,
Yeah.
now we have to wake him up.
Last time on Dragon Ball Z, as we
Last
all know.
time on Dragon Ball Z. Yeah,
Yeah.
the thing I still think this is just complete weirdness that I don't know if I've ever actually had decaf coffee, but I'm pretty sure it doesn't like put you to sleep. Like that's like
No, it's a joke.
yeah, it's cartoon logic, like we've been saying
Yep.
pretty much all
Yep.
through this. I love that animation though.
Yep.
Oh yeah, and I haven't talked about the music too much. I love that. Oh god, that's great. Okay, that kind of looks like Dragon Ball Z. When he
Yeah,
bounces
pretty
around
much. Yep. Yep.
Damn good coffee.
like that.
Damn good coffee.
Oh yeah, yeah. I I have a bit of a thing that problem myself that I actually am. I drink way too much coffee. I gotta be honest. I have a little bit of a problem with that. Oh,
Yeah. I don't really like coffee, but if I drink something caffeinated, it's Coke
Sorry, I
usually,
don't
which is
like
not
to
good
sign
either.
Things
No.
that I haven't read.
yeah.
Yeah, the music is pretty good. It's
Yeah, oh, yeah.
glorious MIDI. For
It is
sure.
glorious
Yeah.
MIDI, and also like I mentioned, we previous episode I talked about Clint Bajacki and Michael Land who did the past section and the future sections. But actually, yes, this the themes that the music that plays over this Bernard's parts in this game, like so that part must have been done by Peter McConnell, and that theme when you're just walking around the hotel, I remember that I have some like weird nostalgic memory of it, which is weird because I never played this game as a kid. But then I realized, oh yes, because all those different like LucasArts fan games that I used to play, they always reuse music from this game. So that's where I remember it from.
Ah, okay. Okay.
So I recognize the melodies, but I don't recognize them from this game. But yeah, I really like that. I just love that theme that plays when you're walking around the mansion.
Okay, so read it first.
We have to get him to sign the
I'm busy
contract.
trying to think of
Right.
a way to save humanity. I don't have time to read. Now leave me alone.
Oh yeah, we still need to get him to sign the. This is the contract for the Maniac Mansion video game that we
Yep,
mentioned
yep.
already.
Will
So
you please sign this contract?
we have to somehow convince
I
him.
don't sign things I haven't read.
Oh, forget it. I'll get rid of Purple Tentacle myself.
Oh yeah? How?
All right, I think this might be the right path. I haven't. It's been a long time since I've done this puzzle, so I don't remember quite.
Right.
I'm
Right.
getting Purple Tentacle declared insane and arrested. Starting a petition to ban all tentacles. However, private need to get. I guess I can. Hey, did you join a record club lately? Okay, this sounds. These two sound like the possible solutions. I'm gonna try this out.
Can't. Hey, did you join a record club lately?
Good God, no! Those things are horrible money-leeching death traps.
Well, there's a delivery man upstairs with a carton of easy listening 8-tracks for you. He says you have to pay for them.
Ah, not again!
Unless you sign this refusal form immediately.
Okay, yeah, this is the solution.
Nice. Nice.
Thanks. That was a close one. Well, good luck.
All right. Okay, and also just to remind everyone, in case you're, I don't know why you would be jumping into the middle of this Let's Play, but the reason we need that contract, which is for the royalties of the Maniac Mansion video game, is because if we look at this Swiss bank
Gee,
book.
Dr. Fred doesn't have a penny.
So yeah, we need to get his finances like in order, so that we can afford to buy a diamond for this Chronogon. So
Yep. Yep.
because all LucasArts quests come in threes, like all the three different kids have to find a different way to repower the Chronogons, and Bernard's quest is finding a diamond. All right, so here's Hoagie, right where we left him, and we gotta mail this letter now.
Yes, what do you want?
Hi there. Is this Dr. Fred Edison?
Who did you think you called? Dr. Spock? Look, I don't have all day.
This is Farley Croc at LucasArts Games. I just discovered your contract among some very old files, and, well, our lawyers say that we have to pay you $2 million in back royalties. For the use of your family in the Maniac Mansion video games.
What?
This is Farley Croc.
No, I heard that, you moron. When do I get my money?
Oh, right now. It's been credited to your Swiss bank account.
Operator, get me a travel agent. This is an emergency.
Yeah. Awesome. All right. And so, oh yeah. Now if we look at the checkbook.
Wow, Dr. Fred's rich.
All right. So now we have to make the phone call. There's actually something I forgot. Oh yeah, and there's Darth Vader on the wall calendar as well.
Of course he is. Yep.
Yeah. Actually wanted to ask you, although I'm pretty sure you haven't, but have you ever watched the Maniac Mansion television series?
I know about it. I haven't watched it.
Me neither. Yeah, that's the thing.
I watched the intro. Yeah.
Yeah, me neither. And the thing about the Maniac Mansion TV series is that it apparently is very loosely based on the game, like barely at all. So it's kind of like the Friday the 13th television series. That was like that as well. That it didn't really have anything to do with the movies. Yeah. I would still want to, just out of curiosity, I would want to see it. But yeah, that always, that feels so weird that that's a thing people used to do with, that they would actually make a television show about a video game and then not make it about the video game at all.
Well, it's,
It has like a mad scientist dad, and that's about the only thing that it relates to the game, really.
Yeah. I honestly feel that Maniac Mansion would be really cool as an actual movie if they would make it like an 80s inspired horror comedy kind of thing,
Yeah, all right.
Couch potato shopping channel.
Couch potato
Wanda
shopping
speaking.
channel. Oh boy.
I want to buy a diamond.
That will be $2 million. Do you have a major credit card?
I have a numbered Swiss bank account.
What's the number, sir?
What's the number there?
It's 846-427-3542.
Yeah, that lady who's on the
Very
phone, like,
good, sir.
that sounds very familiar. Maybe that's just the kind of very typical voice that the
Delivery
lady voice actors do, but it's that does sound like very, very familiar. Ding dong.
Now that's service.
All right, and we already got the dime. All right, yeah. There's Bernard's like outline still in the
Better give
ground.
this to Dr. Fred
Yep.
right away.
That should do it. Where did you get this diamond anyway?
It was donated by a group of Girl Scouts who were in the neighborhood.
How
course.
heartwarming.
Can we bring back my friends now?
We've repaired the primary device, but before we can do anything, both time pods must be energized as well. Then we can bring back what's his name and who's her face.
Hoagie and Laverne.
Yes, fine specimens.
I love his, the scheming hands constantly,
Yeah, it definitely like comes
It's
off
class-
a bit more
yeah.
villainous than he's supposed to be because in this
Well,
game he's
it-
just kind of like a bumbling idiot basically.
Yeah, but he was the original villain for the first game, so...
Yeah, I think
But
that's
villain is also kind of they were kind of weirdos too, more than anything.
Yeah. So that's very Dragon Ball Z actually. Like somebody starts off as a villain and then turns out to be
Oh yeah, very much.
basically helps
very
out the good
much.
guys in the end.
Yeah, I mean...
Again! God damn it.
What do you suppose happened to Hamilton and Madison?
Yes, I'm certain we told them to come on Thursday. I'll wager Madison's with that woman who bakes the cupcakes again, and Hamilton's probably gotten himself into another fight.
I bet they show up late and take all the credit for our work.
There should have been an earth-shattering kaboom.
Yeah.
I know. I said this before.
No, yeah, actually, well, you didn't say that specific joke, but actually I was reminded of it, and then I forgot to say it last time when we were talking about it. Actually, that's,
Yeah, yeah.
I haven't talked to John Hancock at all, really.
Hello?
Hello.
What's up, you cold?
Cold? I'm freezing.
Maybe you'd better move to a warmer state.
I've been pushing for statehood for Florida, but all I ever get is the speech about Valley Forge.
How come you sign your name so big?
Astigmatism.
You mean you have, like, a childhood complex?
All right. The truth is that a friend once told me that women go crazy over guys with a big signature.
Yeah.
Well, I gotta go, dude.
Yeah. That's like the, one thing I know about John Hancock. I'm not American, by the way, in case people are wondering. But, like, yeah. But, the Constitution is on the, I think there's, a high-res scan of it, like, on Wikipedia, and you can actually just go and look at all the different signatures, and John Hancock is the one who had the biggest one.
Yep.
Yeah.
Well, there's also the saying of the word John Hancock, like after his
Oh,
name,
yeah. It's used as a term to mean, like, your signature, yeah. Put your John Hancock down there, yeah.
Yeah.
That's another... I love that they have a penguin just randomly on this calendar. I haven't really talked about, like, all the different cool little background details in this game. But, there was something else.
Well, that's the thing, is where I can imagine people who are working, you had multiple people working on the game, and then you have guys doing the backgrounds, and then they're sneaking in things there left and right, so.
Yeah. And there was something else about the John... Oh, yeah, that's the thing. Okay, my last video that I did on my favorite adventure game puzzles, and no, it wasn't the last one. It was the one before that, the second one. I actually talked about, and we haven't done it yet, and I'll tell you in a while. But we have to do something with the American Constitution. But I made a terrible mistake in the video because I called it the American Declaration of Independence, and I wondered, like, I only realized, like, afterward, while I was recording the footage for it, like, oh, and it's not that, it's the Constitution. But yeah, that's,
Yeah.
Again,
Well,
sorry, that's the thing. Like, again, not American, so I get that.
I'm technically American, and I didn't notice it, so shame on me, I guess.
All right. I did put in, like, a correction text. Okay, but we need to give this to Ben Franklin. Yeah, so there's something... Sorry, this is a recent development. For some reason, I know who the hell Ben Franklin is and what he's known for, and I even know like what it looks like that he's on, like, American Money. But for some reason, like, the name, I have this mental block when I try to remember his name. I just cannot get it out for some reason.
I got something good for you, mister. Mister.
Mr. Brainstorm? Yes, hand it over.
I just love the fact that he's spitting all over the place and his tongue is hanging out.
Yeah,
Yep,
Red
yep.
Edison.
Ah.
Like Sylvester the cat.
Well, yeah, basically, suffering succotash.
Suffering succotash.
Yeah.
When I'm done with it, it will fly. The all-season
Yeah, I love the voice that they... I mean, this is the same voice as that cigar guy, because, they obviously reused the model as well, so they're...
Yep,
I love
yep.
those crazy trees in the background. Like, look, they're just, like, slanted at an angle.
What do I like?
Yep.
This is very, like, 90s cartoon stylings.
Definitely, yeah.
Full time?
Also, those super sharp clouds.
Yep.
Okay, I think that betrays the fact that this Bill Tiller didn't work on this game. I actually looked up some. We were talking about Bill Tiller in an earlier episode, but actually, like, his visual signature that you see in a lot of LucasArts games, he does those, like, really wispy clouds that you see, like, in the third Monkey Island game.
Okay.
Oh, I got it right. All right, so you were supposed to use push. This is another one where I get stuck all the time because I forget that you have to use the push command on the kite.
Right.
You got it. Just hang on there.
She's too heavy. I can't control her.
Hang on, Ben. Hang on.
She's breaking up! She's breaking up! Run for your life! Now that was interesting.
Yeah. Say, can I see that kite for a second?
No, I'm taking it back to my lab in Philly right now so I can study the results. Wish me luck. I never got your name.
It's Hoagie.
Actually, that's when he's like
Nice working with
walking away. His mouth disappears. He kind of looks a little bit like a Charlie Brown character.
Yeah.
Gosh, thanks.
I don't know if that was just an oversight, but it's kind of funny.
It could be a glitch for sure.
Yeah. All right. Okay, but do we use it on the plug? Oh, okay. Yeah, we use it on the plug. So now Hoagie's Crown is fixed.
Yep.
Nice. And I think that actually is all the puzzles that we get to do as Hoagie. Like, his goal is accomplished, so all that's left is Laverne.
Yep.
And, oh, I didn't remember Oh, yeah, that's because I went back to get the crank to give it to Bernard, but then I forgot. But then I remembered that we didn't actually need it as Bernard. All right, so now we need... wait, the kennel. Yes. So the Edisons are still here. They're refusing to leave, even though we got rid of the guard. So we have to get them out. And if you remember last time, he was talking about how he hates skunks.
Yep.
All right, so we have to get a skunk from somewhere. And Laverne actually needs the disappearing ink. Okay, this is so weird. Like, I'm rarely ever in this room when I flash anything as Bernard, and now it's just like in this Let's Play I've been here all the time, so it just keeps walking over there. All right, so there's a new character who's appeared. We haven't seen him yet. Or her. I don't know which one it is, but there's a putty cat.
A putty cat, yep.
I thought I saw a putty tad. I did see a putty tad.
He was scratching his back on the fence, I think.
All right, so this is a very Looney Tunes thing. We're gonna use this disappearing ink to make
Not funny enough.
We're gonna use this disappearing ink to make this cat look like a skunk, just like in all those.
The
Pepe Le Pews, yeah. Okay, but this was actually a little bit tricky. I remember because I did this part for the video.
Yum yum. Scrumptious vermin.
Scrumptious vermin.
It's as if he'd rather scratch himself than play with this adorable rodent.
All right, brain, think. How do we do this?
I can't remember, so...
Yeah.
Again, it's been a while since I played this.
There's only the fence and the cat. And I don't think we can, like, do it from the other side. Yeah, no, the fence isn't interactive,
not, yeah.
Dang it, how do we do this? Can I just...
I think not.
No, it doesn't...
Have you tried the floor?
Floor. You mean the grass?
Yeah, the grass. Yeah, it's not.
No, it's not. It's not interactive. There's no other interactive objects here, so.
Can't get close to him.
Yeah, I know you can't get close to him, and he's not interested in the mouse either. Wait, do we?
I think not.
Because if we do this to him, she just dangles it in front of the cat.
He wants to scratch himself. He tried the fork. I don't know.
It's as if he'd rather scratch himself than play with this adorable.
No, that's the thing. Like, the way this puzzle is supposed to go is we use the disappearing ink, but she doesn't want to use it on the fence. That's the weird thing, because I think you're supposed to just
not funny enough.
Just spray it on the fence, and then the cat, like, you know. Then the cat just, you know... Alright, we could at least do this, like... Okay, hey, wait. So this extension cord, we'll throw it to the window. Alright, so that we got this part prepped.
Not funny enough.
What do you mean, not funny enough?
You're not funny enough.
Exactly. Wait, Bernard's got the paint can, but... Oh. Wait, maybe... Boo Boo be gone. Is it this? Oh, it was this. Alright, it wasn't.
This ought to be
well,
good.
disappearing ink would make it disappear, but you need the stripe.
Yeah, sorry, I remembered it incorrectly, yeah. All right, and now we use the mouse to get him down from there. All right.
Yep.
All right. Scrumptious vermin. I just love the way she says it.
Well, what do
Yeah.
we have here? Looks like a prosthetic rodent. Another specimen.
Yeah, I love all the facial expressions as Laverne. And I like the fact she has like a pretty goofy walk cycle anyway because she has her like arms to her side, but then she has to like pick up the the helm of the
Well, it's like a skirt, yeah, from the costume, yeah.
Yeah,
the,
exactly.
The flag tentacle costume.
Hey, look, a skunk.
And there they go.
Come back here, you mangy humans! You can't do this! This is an escape-proof facility!
Who
Yep.
says you can't learn anything from cartoons, eh, kitty?
Yeah, that is just great.
Yep.
All right. Oh yeah, we do actually get to do one more thing as Hoagie. I've been saving it off until we get down
I
here.
wonder if that still leads down to Dr. Fred's old lab.
Yeah, I love how the characters just, go down in like really cartoonish ways.
Yep.
I think Hoagie is the. Oh no, Hoagie kind of like squeezes through the clock, doesn't he?
Yep.
All right, so it looks like we're almost done. We got the extension cord hooked up to the generator, and we put the hamster in it. And nope, one last obstacle.
Yep.
Just a random boxing glove that comes out.
Yep.
And here's the Chronogon car. Time machine ruins.
Good riddance. I'm sure he's in there.
All right, so now we need to get
What I need now is a vacuum cleaner. Now, why isn't there a vacuum cleaner down here? Every American should have a vacuum cleaner in their basement.
Yeah, so we get to do this. I did showcase this one in one of my old. I think it was in the very first favorite puzzles video, the first or the second one. So we've been carrying this thing since the beginning of the game. Is this George's hardware?
George says that every American should have a vacuum cleaner in their basement.
Yeah, from George's
Yep.
hardware. So, and they had the suggestion box for the American Constitution. So we just go put it in the suggestion box.
Of course.
I love this. This is just such like weird. Like, I mean, it makes sense, but it is kind of weird.
Boy, it's sure quiet in here. I wonder if there might be any ideas worth discussing in the suggestion box. Maybe somebody should take a look. I say, lads, I have an idea.
Does it have anything to do with starting a fire?
No. I was thinking it's about time we open the suggestion box. Don't you agree?
Sure, George, if you say so.
Yes, whatever you think is fine with us.
Excellent.
I'm wondering, like, what is that voice that the voice actor is doing when he's doing George Washington? It's probably based on some American celebrity, but I do not recognize the voice.
Well,
He
it's
intends to
just
suggest
a
something himself.
like a
Here's a suggestion. It says, George says that every American should have a vacuum cleaner in their basement. What do you think, gentlemen?
I love that he has the chattering teeth. He keeps biting.
I'm sure you must have a good reason for suggesting it.
Yes. It's strange. I don't quite... Well, I'm sure I had a reason for it.
Yeah.
If there are no objections, we shall add it to the Constitution immediately.
Yep, of course.
No? Good, and so shall it be law.
What's a vacuum cleaner?
I love that. Like, they don't know. They have no idea what the hell.
Well, of
that
course they wouldn't know.
Yeah, and of course it says you suck.
Yep.
Because of course
Yep.
it does. Yeah. All right. Built-in shop vac with mouse hole. Yes. I love it's one of like these industrial strength vacuum cleaners as well.
Yep. Yep.
All right.
That's how you empty the vacuum cleaner, I guess. There's a hamster in there, I think, or at least pieces of one.
That poor hamster.
Yeah, it's been through a lot.
Yep.
Well,
All right, and finally,
look at
oh,
that
the Chronojohn's
sucker
work.
go. He just keeps running and running and running.
Whoa, that was a bad
According to my
bug there. Like the rotor just disappeared during that animation.
Yep.
So
Yep.
it's time to throw the switch.
Great. Hoagie! I'm so happy to...
Hi.
Laverne! Wow. I'm so glad you two made it back okay.
I hate to interrupt, but there's no time to lose. Now that you're back, we've got to proceed with the original plan and send you back to yesterday to turn off the sludge-o-matic.
Huh?
Say what?
Now hold on a minute, Dr. Fred. They just barely made it back to our time alive, and I think...
Ha ha! You can't turn off the machine if I get there first.
Oh boy.
Yep.
Don't worry, guys. This time I know I can stop him.
Uh-oh. I guess we better do something.
Let's go.
No, wait! You can't all go in the same stall.
Oh yeah, I remember that. That's gonna be great. Yep. Yep.
Ah, poor Green. You got owned.
Yep. Have you not seen the fly?
Oh no, a three-headed monstrosity.
Yep. Yep.
We're...
We're some kind of monster, dudes.
Great. Stuck here the rest of my life, listening to Bernard talking and watching Hoagie eat. Mom warned me there'd be days like this.
Your mom had a weird,
It's Green Tentacle.
weird life instructions.
Yep.
Was
Yep.
that Green? What?
I believe he's trying to warn you about me.
Oh.
Oh yeah, now you can definitely tell that that's Marie's voice actor.
Yep.
Purple, yeah. Oh damn, that's what we forgot to do. We never actually went to go to talk to Purple in the future
But there's
because
three of us.
you know he had that. We did see that one cutscene. He had like grown that huge gray beard,
I mean to
and he was in one of the
Right.
rooms, but we never went there. Yeah.
You and what
Right.
army?
Why, this army, of course.
Now that's impressive.
Yep.
Yikes.
You see, I've been busy. These are all versions of myself from the future. I've been bringing them back here using the Chronojon. Together, we will conquer the world. You 10 there. Go to the basement and guard the sludge-o-matic.
Yeah, here we see like a bunch of these tentacles hopping around. Like I still kind of, it still feels cheap to me like the judges in the human competition that they couldn't be like single tentacles. They just kind of wobble back and forth.
Right.
But on the other hand, if I was working on this game, Oh, there's the old
I've been
purple
itching
tentacle.
for a chance to test out my newly
Right.
completed diminuator.
Uh-oh.
Excuse me. Us.
All right, so and now we're tiny as well as a three-headed monstrosity abomination.
Yep.
Next stop, the world.
What do we do now?
Whoa.
It wears off.
Aha!
Run for it!
Damn.
It's the clinking sound effect, like the one when you activate the different playable characters earlier in the game.
Right.
I guess that was them being economic with game resources, game assets.
Well, they had to be back in the day, you know. Like, I just watched a pretty good video about the guys who made the Myst game and how they had to really compress everything to fit it on one CD.
Oh yeah. And yeah, that's exactly the thing I was about to say. Like, if I was an animator working on this game, like doing that kind of stuff with a group of tentacles, like it's easy for me to criticize them for that, but obviously, you know, that's a lot of work, like drawing so many like characters and drawing them moving as well. So yeah.
Well, I think that it's also like we don't know how much time they had or how big their budget was. They probably would have done it, and like I don't know, like if they were.
Uh-oh.
Take that.
All right.
And this. Drat.
I barely remember what.
How can it possibly continue to thwart me?
But I do remember we have to go through this mouse hole so we get to Green Tentacle's room. But then what we're supposed to do here, I'm not entirely sure. Metal Mel.
Neat.
All right.
Have you actually ever played Myst?
I haven't played Myst. I'd be curious to do so.
Well, that's a missed opportunity, right there.
Is Myst the kind of game where you do? Is it like? I know that it's in first person and you go around this island solving puzzles. Does it have like inventory stuff and things like that as well, like a traditional point and click game does?
It plays like a point and click, but you don't actually. The only items you pick up are the items that you're after. So you don't. What you do is like. Well, although I don't wait. Well, there might be something. It plays like a traditional, but it's like where. It's a bit different, you know, where I don't know. Is
it one of those games where like all the puzzles are like contained within like one screen? Is it that kind of game?
No. It's not contained in one screen. That's actually the whole point. The thing is that where I think you'd like it because you cannot fail. You know.
Yep. Okay. That's a good start. Yeah, I'm just wondering. What I was trying to kind of build up is it similar to like the Seventh Guest, because the Seventh Guest is also, that's where you also like have a first person view and you go around like the mansion. But in that, like all the puzzles are always contained within like a single screen. So.
Yeah. It kind of sort of. Not really. It's different.
Okay.
Actually, that's the game that the guy mentioned. I haven't played Seven Guests yet, but I'm pretty sure it's a bit different.
Stereo. I can't wait to try my 8 tracks in it. Wow, this is loud.
Actually, I don't quite remember what we're supposed to do here. I mean,
hey, where'd he go?
Well, I know.
I'm wondering if now we just go to the basement.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, here it is. Okay, using the bowling ball on them.
Right. Some Wii bowling stuff here.
Great! Now we can turn off the machine and prevent all this tentacle mayhem from ever happening.
Well, I'm certainly glad that's over with.
Yeah, let's get out of here.
Leaving so soon? We haven't had the chance to get to know one another. You humans are so short-sighted. Ha 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 ha!
Eek!
All right, and now we have to do something to trick him.
Yeah, that took me a while to figure out. I needed to walk through.
Insect, you can't stop me.
Dr. Fred, are you all
Oh, yeah,
right?
that-
Get me out of here! I
his-
feel like I'm pupating.
That metal thing on his head, that reflects the ray from the ray gun.
Not my type. I'd rather not.
So what do we just stand here before, until he fires it?
I don't quite remember, but I know that is the thing because it reflects on him and it will make him small.
You humans are so short-sighted. Ha 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 ha!
Eek!
I don't quite remember what we have to do, but I do know that the thing on his head that reflects the ray.
So if we talk to him,
Oh yeah, right.
You're pretty handy with that ray gun.
Center of the forehead every time. Would you like a demonstration?
oh, okay, yeah.
I bet you couldn't hit your own forehead.
Nice try.
Just what is it you have against humans anyway?
Humans are our oppressors. They made us live in this horrible motel. They created us in ungainly forms, so we could not rise against them. Try walking around with your legs tied together and glue on your shoes. You'll see what I mean.
Sounds like that's all Dr. Fred's fault, really.
Ah, yeah. That's
All
it.
right, okay, so this was one of these where we have to
Because
trick him through dialogue.
yeah.
All right.
Well, he'll shoot on Dr. Fred, but he'll hit the center of the forehead, which he has this metal thing which
Why
reflects
don't
the
you
ray.
zap
Yeah.
Fred with the ray gun for a change?
Perhaps that would be entertaining. Oh, drat.
Surely we can talk this out.
Talk?
Surely.
All right.
You haven't heard the last of me. I'll be back, and the next time, the world and all its piffling inhabitants shall be mine. All mine.
One thing. Yeah, one thing I could tell though, they didn't use pitch control to make his voice sound like that. They've only they've played the at double speed.
Yep.
Because he's clearly saying the words a little too fast.
Mail this to Siberia.
Siberia. That's a very Garfield thing, actually. And the day is saved.
Yep. They saved the timeline.
Oh, and it's a butterfly coming out of the pipes.
Our work here is done. Now we can go home.
Epilogue.
Well, kiddies, it's been more fun than a jumpsuit full of weasels. Now, kindly get your freakish hide out of my home.
Please, Dr. Fred, you've got to get us out of this mess. We look terrible, and we can't buy clothes off the rack.
Oh yeah, that's the real issue here.
Sort of used to it. Maybe we could go on the talk show circuit.
Help us, Dr. Edison. You're our only hope.
A lot of Star Wars
all
reference.
Yeah.
Idiots! Seems you're not exactly the sideshow attraction you imagined. You're just three complete goofballs stuck in one suit of clothes.
All right, freedom. Love Laverne's head when he's pushing down on it.
Yep.
Did Hoagie cop a feel there?
Apparently so.
Kind of, he was definitely smirking that way.
Yep.
Well, I'm glad that's taken care of. Looks like everything's back to normal.
Yep, and then they show the flag.
All right. Man, makes you proud to be an American. And that is the end of the game. Yay, that was a lot of fun. I love that. Richard Sanders as Bernard, yeah, and here's all the other voice actors there are going to go by really fast.
Right.
All right, so how did you enjoy that Day of the Tentacle?
I mean, I liked it. I liked it when I played it the first time, but it was fun to experience it again through somebody else playing it.
Yeah,
it was fun.
Yeah, and I was when this remastered edition, like this came out already quite a few years ago, didn't it? Like 2015 or thereabouts. So, but and that was the first time I ever played it. Like I wasn't like exposed to this when I was younger. But I really like this a lot as well. Like this really did jump like all the way into my like top 5 of my my favorite like LucasArts adventure games. Yeah.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
I have known about it before I actually played it, but I actually just got to play it once I had the remaster myself.
Yeah. Yeah, at that top 5, if people are curious, like obviously it includes like Grim Fandango and Curse of Monkey Island, Secret of Monkey Island as well. I would say, like I have a lot of love for the first game in the series. And wait a minute, that's 3. So this and actually The Dig is another one. I really love that one. Have you played it?
Again, I know about it, and I remember I have it on GOG, but I've seen my friend play it. It does look really cool.
I love that. And it's a very different game from this. Much more serious, like with a more serious setting. And
Seagull appears courtesy of Loom. Yep.
That's an old LucasArts joke. I love that. Yeah, Loom's another good one. I think just because this is way more comical of a game, like I think I still prefer like the Monkey Islands over this, but yeah, this is a lot of fun, and I like this definitely way more than like the Sam and Max game, even though I like the Sam and Max game as well, but that one is way more like cryptic. Yeah.
I love how he like then takes the place of the little LucasArts character, and then he just lifts off his tiny little arms. Yeah, it's great.
I miss that. I used to miss. Well, LucasArts doesn't exist anymore, but I really miss that old LucasArts logo when they updated it and they made they made him a little bit chunkier and like made him out of like kind of like crescents. And I guess the idea was to enhance the impression that the guy's head. I mean, that's like the sun behind him. But then when you think about it, like the arch of his like hands and the arch of the sun in his head kind of turns a little bit like an image of an eye almost.
Yeah, I don't like the newer one. Well, the newer one. I like the older one.
The updated one. Yeah.
I like the old one because I remember seeing it in front of every old Star Wars game and all the LucasArts adventure games. So that was awesome times.
And I kind of like the old Lucasfilm Games logo as well. Although as a company name, it sounds kind of silly, like Lucasfilm Games. Like, yeah.
That's why they changed it, obviously.
Yeah.
Because the idea for LucasArts/Lucasfilm Games, although I do remember it with the first Indiana Jones game, the Holy Grail one.
Yeah.
The thing is, the idea was that they were trying to use games to emulate movies in a way. That's why their natural progression was adventure games.
Yeah. Yeah. Do you remember when they changed it to LucasArts?
Like I would say, like Monkey Island maybe. I'm pretty sure.
Yes, the second, so 92.
Oh, the second. Yeah, 92.
92. Yeah, Loom was still Lucasfilm Games, and And yeah, Sam and Max then came afterwards. But yeah, so Monkey Island 2, that's the official one. And that's where I think they debuted that LucasArts logo. Either that or some Star Wars game. If there was a Star Wars game coming out that same year, it might have been that. Okay, but hey, thanks for joining us for this fun Dave the Tentacle Let's Play. I am Han of the TheHande Machinations. Thank you for watching. Do you have any final words, Darabka, before we end this?
For the death mug of Doomfell Beastians, I guess. Just to do the standard. So, but it was fun. It was fun.
Yes, it was fun. All right, so see you on the next one. Bye-bye.